Hey guys, Chris here from Realridesharestories. On this channel, we do everything from talking about different things in the gig economy with some different information, as well as talking about some info about Uber and Lyft, answering your questions as well. We also cover a lot of real, actual rideshare stories as they happen. And we also do not only what's in the vehicle, but what's also on the outside of the vehicle, mainly in front of us. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. All right, so today I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different on our bad driving caught on camera. So instead of just playing the music and showing some clips, I'm going to give you my actual reaction, whether it be just like how stupid people are or whatnot. But let's see how it goes, and if this might be the new format or just mix it in a little bit. All right, let's get it going. Alright, so I pull up, seems simple enough, normal, no big deal. Hanging out at the light. Oh look, and this guy goes, and it's in the middle of the red light. Nice job. Alright, merging onto the throughway right here. You know, I drive a Jeep. You can't really miss what's going on here. And dude just comes right into the same lane. Like, hello, man. Where are you? What are you doing? All right, so keep an eye straight ahead. Like, watch these two cars turn, and boom! This guy doesn't even look at anybody coming. All three cars. Oh, look, that person pulls right out in front of you. Now that guy in the corner near the bus, he almost ran that red light, which would have hit that car right there. But luckily he stopped, so maybe redemption, maybe. Alright, so in this case, I don't have a problem with you pulling out in front, but speed up. Like, you're going 10 miles an hour right now, and it's 30 right there. Alright, coming up to a person who's just stopped in the middle of the road. And that's where I had to stop too for the stop. I don't know. Alright, this guy. You know, if you're gonna sit there, why wouldn't you just pull into a spot that's 3 feet from where you are? You had to pull out in front. So I waited at least until I knew that it was clear on the other side and I knew nobody would turn in there. But it's like, come on, man, really? All right, turn around, come down the street, and then you get this guy trying to cut a corner. And then this guy comes to a complete stop as he's turning. Like, there's no stop there. The ambulance is far enough away. Turn. And then you stop for the ambulance, of course. Oh, look, another guy who is stopped in the middle of the road. Come on, guys. Come on. And yeah, this is actually what I say too when this is happening, or at least thinking in my mind, because sometimes there's passengers with me. All right, so this one's actually kind of funny because when you turn into this place where that guy just pulled out, that's actually a one-way. You can only go in that way, and you have to go a separate way out. That's a college, a local college that's around, and that's a one-way in. Come on, dude. And this is the reason why I don't like driving during the day, is because you have all the traffic, and this guy is going 35 miles an hour, right, and it's 55.
That's $5. He's going to get off this exit.
Oh, he is, yeah.
The exit. He's going to take the street we actually need to take. See, when I get off this exit, I'm flying. Like, I'm probably still doing 45.
Oh, yeah, same here. Oh, look at that. And he runs a red light. Oh boy. There's so many people who are on red lights, it's ridiculous. So I put this in here, guys, because we had a big windstorm the other day. It was actually Sunday. We had gusts up to 75 miles an hour. So I just put a clip in here, kind of what it looks like while I was driving during the day. And this wasn't even the worst part of it. This was like, I don't know, maybe gusts up to like 40, 50 miles an hour, and then it ended up getting a lot worse. But the reason why I wanted to put this in here is actually what's coming up in the next few clips after this. And that's basically just a public service announcement to remind everybody that when there is a light that's out, you have to treat it as a four-way stop. So when I was out driving the next day, there were definitely a lot of power lines and power lights down. We lost 80,000 or something. So it ended up becoming a shooting gallery at certain intersections. But this one you can see people just kind of going by, not coming to a complete stop, and treating it as a stop sign. So these were two lights in a row. And you just see people passing. You do see a bunch of people stopping, which is good. The guy next to me who just pulled, he stopped as well. He just started quicker than I did. But yeah, remember, you come to a complete stop. That guy didn't even bother. It's just like, these become shooting galleries at that point because you don't know where you're going. You don't know who's going next. That's why we have that four-way stop. So at least here you see this lane where I am behind people. They're actually stopping. If you look on the other side of the lane, they're just going like nobody cares. That dude just goes to. So yeah, that is my little rant too. But this to me is one of the most unsafe conditions to actually be driving in, only because, you know, like I say, you don't know who's going, and you should be coming to a complete stop. Oh, here's another little fun thing. In one of the clips that I showed on here, which was, I think, the previous clip, there's actually an undercover cop who doesn't stop. Just saying. All right, and this was probably the worst intersection, and I had to go through this a couple of times while I was out driving. And it was just where a bunch of people would go like this right here, and you had some people stop, some people go, nobody knew what to do, and it was just a big mess. All right, the best for last. Oh, this one was funny. So yeah, you come up, this guy stopped right there, you know, oh, and then he starts turning around. So I'm not going, but this guy next to me is going. Like, really? Now you're getting a big cluster F. And then you can see the taillights, or I'm sorry, the headlights in the back of this guy, because there's another guy on the other side who's trying to go, and look, nobody can go. Like, you can't just wait 13 seconds. Alright everyone, so that was the reaction video. Now I need you to let me know if you enjoy this way better, or if you want to stick it to just where the music is, or kind of mix it in between where there's a couple of times where I do a reaction as well as have the music and just the clips. Let me know in the comments below. Love the feedback, and we'll see you next time.
Still watching? That's alright. This video might be over, but the fun doesn't have to be. Video up top, if you click that, that'll take you to the last video that we just did, and the video down below is what YouTube thinks you should watch. If you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button right over here, and we'll see you next time.